82-66.
82-66. These score sheets, you don't know where they're at. Bill Broderick, head coach. Sondra fan, Phylicia and McInnis are here. Congratulations, guys, first off. Moving on to the second round. Coach, if you want to start off with an opening statement, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. I thought, first just want to give a lot of credit to Widener. Just a really scrappy team. I was fighting the whole time, and I never quit. Well coached, and really tip my hat to those guys. I thought, for a young group, for us, I thought we really came out right away and really imposed our will. And I thought Phylicia really knocked down some shots. Sondra got to the rim and really put some pressure and got some easy buckets for us. And so, I just thought we really came out. We were able to hold it. A big part of our plan was to try to get Ireland in foul trouble. We had seen in film that, she floats a little bit on some of her passes and things. So we really worked on trying to take some charges and stuff like that. And so, she's such a good player. 22, Reimer obviously is a great scorer. But I think Ireland is really their leader, and they kind of go as she goes. So I think really getting her in foul trouble was a big key for us, and forcing other kids to handle the ball. So just really proud of this group. Super young. We have 2 juniors, one that starts, and everyone else is a sophomore or freshman. So just really proud of these guys, and just feel blessed to have another day with these guys.
All right, Scott, do you have any questions?
I don't know if the SID wants to ask you something first about the game.
Yeah, sure. Fee, can you just talk about what it means to hit those first couple shots and get you guys out to a lead? Obviously, turning to you from 3-point range early.
I think it's really important because my role is to shoot. So when I'm knocking down those shots, I know it's huge for my team. And special shout out to my teammates for being very unselfish. And I think the 3 balls, they really bring our intensity up. So the offense carries on to the defensive side, and that just carries on to our press. So I think it's huge that we knock those down early.
Sonny, this is obviously your guys' second trip here, even though it's just your sophomore year back to Scranton. Can you talk about just being back in the NCAA tournament here in the second year?
Super thankful. I'm part of an amazing team, and we definitely, after some big losses in the beginning of the season, I think we have really fought through and worked hard, and I'm really glad we're here.
Coach, rebounding has been huge for you guys all year. Today, you had, I think, 16 offensive rebounds in the first half, a lot of stick backs against a team with maybe a size advantage today. Was that part of the game plan as well?
Yeah, that's just been part of our motor, of talking about it. That I think they know that, we assign certain people to get to the boards and certain people to get back, and, if they're not doing those roles, then we assume they're tired and we give them a break. But yeah, that I think, you're not going to make a lot of shots all the time. But those offensive boards, they're just to get extra possessions and keep it going. 16 in the first half obviously was crazy, and we still had another 8 in the second half. 24 offensive boards, to 11. That's a pretty big difference, pretty big advantage there. So, yeah.
Scott?
Coach, this is the 3rd time in 5 years you guys are playing in Scranton.
Yeah.
Do you feel this place maybe owes you one, or especially after the way last year's game kind of ended on a sour note for you guys?
Yeah, no, not at all. I think so much of it, Division III is geographic. There was only 3 places we could have went within 500 miles, and that was either Messiah, and we'd already played them this year, or Marymount, and they were in our conference just 2 years ago. So. So it's tough. You got 3 teams in the same region we played, but as far as Scranton owing us or whatever, that's it's just the way it plays out. I don't think anybody owes anyone anything. Every year is a new year, and you come in and you get what you take. And so our goal wasn't revenge on Scranton or whatever. We're just worried about Widener and trying to win one game at a time. If it happens to be Scranton tomorrow, then great, we'll be ready for that. If it's Endicott, we'll be ready for that. But no, and as far as last year, that was, we played a really good game. It was unfortunate. come away with the win, but you know, this place is a tough place to play, you know, and they're great fan support, and you know, last year they had an All-American point guard that, you know, really hit some big buckets. So yeah, I mean, I tip my hat to those guys, and you know, just glad to have this young group back again playing hard. So 16 wins in a row. It's just amazing what this group has done. So.
Girls, you're both sophomores. I don't recall how much you guys played in the game last year, but you know, maybe what do you remember? And you know, when you found out you were coming back to Scranton, just you know, this year, kind of what your feeling was.
Go feed.
We were happy. I mean, like he said, there wasn't much places we could go, and we found that we were coming to Scranton. We thought we'd been there before. Like, it's time to go now. We were excited, I think.
Made it a lot easier on our travel plans. Right? 3 out of 5 years.
Same hotel. That kind of stuff.
We just pulled out our Scranton itinerary and changed some times around, and so coaches was nice. But
Any superstitions? Change a hotel or anything like that?
Nah.
Change a a
these
routine
guys,
or something? Or
these guys know my only superstition. Then they tell me to shut up. But my only superstition really is when we play well, we win. So that's the only one I really have. Other than that, yeah, I mean every year, every team is so different. You know, you just, I mean, Scranton doesn't even have the same coach. You know what I mean? So everything is different. You know, what you know is it's 439 Division III women's teams, and after tonight it's going to be down to 32. So what you know is everybody's freaking really good that's left. That's what you know. And so just got to compete. You know, I think for this group, just like tonight, win, lose, whatever, I know we're going to compete. I know no one's going to play harder than us. And as long as we do that, then we can walk off the court with our heads high no matter what the score is. So, yeah.
One more quick question about the youth and just one player specifically. Can you talk a little bit about Anaya's contributions, especially lately and in today's game? 13 points in 15 minutes.
Yeah, she's just really stepped up, and I still think if 10's the best she can play, I mean, I still think she's at about a 4. I mean, she's just, she's the nicest kid in the world, which is great off the court. And so, she's just really stepped up and just really starting to figure things out. Ultra talented, and to be able to have a player like that, to be able to come off the bench and contribute, it's just really nice to have. I thought too, Javaya, I know maybe didn't necessarily have a lot of stats per se, but to come in and handle the ball for 16 minutes against their pressure was great. I thought Sawyer Freeland, 8 points off the bench and a steal, really had some good shots for us, some good moves. So, and even Katie Rader when came in, 2-0 boards, a big bucket. So, just getting a lot of contributions from everybody. It's always kind of been our way of doing it. We were able to stick with it today. Natalie played 25 minutes, so that was the most. Our goal is usually to try to keep everyone under 25, but it just kind of worked out that way. So, good youth, it's good.
All right, anything else? Okay, all right, thanks guys.
Good.
We'll see you
Thank
tomorrow.
you.